it's Ashley here, and I am really excited for tonight. You guys have shown a lot of enthusiasm for the mystery channeling series that I did in October. So I've decided I'm going to be doing at least one mystery channeling every month, and tonight is that night. So I'm really, really excited. I am going to be posting in Channeling with Love. That's a Facebook group for those of you who may not be watching this live, where I ask for recommendations. I ask for beings that you guys would like to hear from, and I'm going to be making a post here probably tomorrow looking for new recommendations to add to the mystery picker wheel, and I think it's going to be really fun. So look out for that. And hey guys, thanks so much for joining. I'm pretty excited, and it's just blowing my mind too how it's like already the end of November. I don't even know how we've gotten here. It's been a long year and a really fast month. So I'm just so happy to be here, and as per usual, I'm gonna be, well, usual for mystery channelings, I will be spinning that wheel, and then if you guys have any questions for the being that steps forward, please post those in the comments. Again, I'm looking for more specific questions. If you want guidance on something more specific than just getting a message, please post that. I think it helps everyone to get really clear guidance on that. So, or whatever question you're going to ask. So yeah, and happy day after Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you, Carrie, for posting that. I hope you all had a really good evening or day, eating lots of good food, spending time with the people you can spend time with, just relaxing and kind of taking a moment to just feel and recognize and be in your space of gratefulness and yeah, being thankful. So that's definitely what I did. I actually ate way too much food and I was pretty miserable all day because I ate so much. But that's kind of, you know, the tradition. So that's how my Thanksgiving went. Hey guys. Okay. So I am going to share my screen here, and let me take a second. I'm going to switch over. All right. So we have the picker wheel here, and I'm going to now, all right, so I'm going to spin this. We'll see who comes up. Well, that's really fast. I didn't actually, I had to recreate the spinner wheel, guys, because I lost the, whoa, source. Okay, let's do it. This is exciting. I'm going to say hide choice here. All right, so let me switch over. Whew, okay, so source energy, guys. Source is God, love and light, the universe, him or her, however you see this energy. To me, I call source either source or God. I don't know if you guys are feeling that, if you're practicing along, if you've learned how to channel or are sensitive to energy, ask source to step in and be around you. Lot of energy, lots and lots and lots of energy. It's like really warm waves washing in, and I also feel like it's like sparkly golden glitter dust falling on me, on my skin, and on my in my crown chakra, really intense in my crown chakra. For me, he represents as male, so I'm just going to say he. He is saying, hello, everyone. I am so proud of all of you for being in this experience, for stepping forward and agreeing to participate in the life that is of Earth, here on Earth. There are so many of you who are ready to make the leap, who are ready to step forward into your full light. He's showing people who are starting to awaken. There's people who are just starting, and there's also people who are kind of at that point now that are ready to kind of jump off the deep end, just dive in, feet first, and just go for it. Go for whatever it is that is resonating with you. Many of you are thinking about starting a business or stepping forward to offer services to help those around you. He's bringing up the word healing. So maybe many of you are drawn to the healing arts, healing modalities. That could be more traditional Western or Eastern medicine, or even just the energy modalities as well. You're saying healing in all its forms is important. Blasting my heart chakra right now. I feel like he's shifting into a different, going to a different gear here. For those of you who may not feel confident, who may not feel ready, there's no better time than now, because there is no other time. Now is the moment. Now is when you can step forward, and if something doesn't happen the way you expect it to, have no fear. This is just a learning experience. As you step forward and aim and work towards your goals, this is important to be comfortable being uncomfortable. He's showing like just kind of like this little movie in my head where like some random person, it's a woman, is stepping forward and setting up a little like coffee stand, and no one comes by. He's showing like no one's buying it. And then she adjusts maybe her prices or her logo. He's showing like, I don't know if this is a movie or if this is like a commercial or something, but she's putting like a daisy on her little cash register, and it just draws the eye of a person who then comes over and orders coffee, and that's like her first order. And then she continues to tweak and practice and look at what she needs to change or bring or adjust, not necessarily change completely, but adjust in order to make herself stand out and to make people want to come over to her little coffee cart. And then she's expanding into a bigger coffee cart or like a food truck type setup. And then she's building on that. And he's showing just keeps going on and on and on. So it's just a matter of being okay with things not happening the way you expect them to be. And I feel like this is not only for those people who are looking to step forward and maybe start a business, or looking to step forward and share services like Reiki or channeling services or oracle cards or tarot card services. He's showing there's a wide breadth of different things that people can do, but this is not only for those people who are thinking about stepping out and doing that. It's also for anyone in this moment who is trying to do something different in their life. We've kind of been thrust into kind of a chaotic moment in history, but also within our lives where there's a lot of things kind of up in the air. And having that ability to juggle, he's just showing me like juggling fruit. I do not know how to juggle, so it's pretty funny to me. Having the ability to juggle, to flex, to change your style a little bit, to just go with the flow, it's going to really make things so much easier, so much more enjoyable for one, Going with the flow is way easier than making everything really hard for yourself or for others. And it's just more fun. And you get to discover things, he's saying, organically, in a really organic, fresh, relaxed way. There may be a lot of fear that needs to be transmuted. There needs to be some of that fear, those thoughts, handed off. But as you go with the flow, as you find that you are in a space of allowance, it's just everything lightens, and things just become more fun and easier as you make those choices or those adjustments in the things that you're pursuing. If you are not drawn to step forward or make a change, that's okay. Assess what's going on right now in your life and see where all your energy is. And he's just kind of showing, like, look around, just look from side to side, pay attention, and see what's going on in your life. And if you're happy with it, that's excellent. You want to stay in that space. You want to go with the flow. You want to just enjoy and just embrace it. But if you would like to make changes or like to step forward or would like to bring in something new, all you need to do is ask. All you need to do is identify what it is that you do want and focus on that. He's showing, he's putting a lot of energy on this. He's showing him just kind of settling in behind people and just being like a source of stability, not stability, a source of, he's showing like a wall, a source of support, I guess. He's giving me confirmation, support, like he will be your strength. He will be your support. He will be there in case you feel like you're falling or tipping over a little bit. He's going to keep you steady. Okay, so he's pointing to the comments now. That was the core of his message. And now he really wants to answer some questions here. Can I please have some guidance regarding my fur baby, Annabelle? She had a bad seizure today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's unfortunate. You're doing everything that you can to take care of Annabelle. This is an experience that she is moving through. And, oh, I see you, Polly. Yeah, Polly, you're doing everything that you can at this time. He's just kind of pointing to, like, it's more neurological, and it may not be something that resolves right away, but there are a few options for the vets to pursue to help her be comfortable and for her to have a reduced exposure, I guess, to seizures. And he's saying there may be a trigger, and he's kind of showing like flashes of light. I don't know if that means anything, but yeah, like really like fast flashes. I don't know if that's if dogs have like epilepsy or if that's something that can kick in. But he's, yeah, showing it's a lot, very neurological, maybe some lights, or maybe that's what the dog is experiencing. But yeah, you're doing what you can right now. And Annabelle is just a pure bundle of joy, of love and support. And she's right there with you, and she's very happy and very content to be with you and to live with you. Okay, he's stepping back on that one. I really hope that Annabelle gets better soon, Polly. Oh, that's awesome. I can't see your name, I'm sorry, but the comment is, I was cold, about to grab a sweatshirt, now very warm. when I was calling in Source. Yeah, I'm sweating a little bit here. His energy is so intense sometimes. Okay, so I found a white feather in my car today. I usually do not open my windows, so I don't know what it is I got. Is there a meaning to that? Source is saying your guardian angels are sharing a feather with you to bring a smile to your face, to make you happy, to reassure you that they love you, to let you know that they're around. And that's it. He's stepping back. All right. Okay. Question here. Hi, Source. Thank you for being with us this evening to guide us with your wisdom. Was wondering if I should relocate soon. How important is this for myself and family? I'm asking first and foremost, should you relocate? And I'm getting yes. The timeline is really up to you at this point. There's no rush, but it is inevitable that you will move. And it's going to feel right. It's going to feel like it's the perfect moment to do so. I'm asking him to show me a calendar of how many months away or years away is this going to be. He's saying more towards the end of 2021. He's showing you and your family, this is not just your decision, but this is also part of your family's decision in doing research. And I don't know if you have young kids or maybe young adults, teenagers, but he's showing like your children or your family members all going on their own and doing research of where would they like to move, and then all coming together around a kitchen table and presenting and kind of arguing for certain locations. And there are going to be some surprising factors that help make the decision. And this is a fun experience for your family members to present their ideas and reasons why they would like to move into a certain location. And he's just kind of chuckling, like there may be some really funny recommendations, some that are clearly not in your comfort level or in your ability to completely just get up and move to. But there are going to be some fun recommendations that are doable that may warrant some road trips. He's showing being really involved in the decision and making it like an adventure for your family. This is also a time where you get to really think about the way you want to live your life and how your family wants to live. Are there certain choices that you're willing to make or your family's interested in making around, he's saying, sustainability, the size of a home, maybe having more or less pets? Pets are involved in some way. He's saying there's a potential for more pets, but it may not happen. Okay, so I was curious about which way is it going to go, more or less. But yeah, he's saying that this is something that to start thinking about and researching, getting your family involved in. And it's going to feel like a really exciting choice. Getting creative too is going to help with the buy-in and help with the kind of the daydreaming, the visualization of it all. Okay, he's stepping back on that. Okay, I have a question here. I don't see, I'm sorry, who the user is that's asking this question, but I think it's really fascinating. And so I'd like to hear what Source has to say. Is there a way to heal my shadow self? He's saying there is no reason to heal your shadow self in the sense of getting rid of your shadow self. We are made up of contrasts of light and dark, our shadow and light self. There is a need for you to heal and heal from maybe certain traumas in your life that are coming to mind right now, that are seeking for that's prompting you to seek to heal your shadow self. But your shadow self is not one that needs healing. Your shadow self is a tool. It's a part of who you are. And there's really no reason to get rid of it or try and remove it or heal it away. It helps us, our shadow self helps us make decisions and helps us continuously work with the light and continuously move forward on our own journey. And it also helps us to rest, to take action, to go, as fast as we want to or as slow as we need to. So the shadow self is a really important tool. I don't honestly speak too much about it because I like to focus on just healing, the healing modalities that I'm really fascinated with and connecting with spirit. But that's just a part of who you are. And he's saying there is no reason to get rid of this. That you can go within to explore more on this. Does this resonate with you is a key question to ask. It may or may not. But everything is in balance. Everything is in alignment. And that's what you should aim for, really, is alignment and balance within yourself. Peace, quiet, calmness. Yeah. Just kind of stepping back on that one. Great question. Let's see. Okay, one final one for... Oh, there's a lot of questions here. It's awesome, guys. Sorry, I'm just reading all these awesome questions. Okay, Bertha, I'm going to take your question and then I'm going to spin the wheel and see if anyone else would like to step forward, and we'll continue just working through those questions. So Bertha is asking, I would love a message from Source about my lightworker gifts and some guidance on my life purpose and how to move into that. Are there any activities, meditations I can do now to prepare for that? Bertha, he's just smiling really big. I'm just getting like a huge heart expansion of energy here. You're doing everything that you need to be doing in this moment. You're on your path. You have your gifts. It's just a matter of putting them into practice, of recognizing them within yourself, of he's kind of making fun of me. I always call my grandmother always calls muscles muscles, and so I kind of adopted that. And he's like, you just need to build your muscles of your light working skills, and they're various. So you have a lot to work with and a lot that you could practice and move forward with. It's just a matter of going with the flow and stepping into it and just doing it. Just practice, offer to work with someone, get out of your comfort zone a little bit, step forward if you wish. There may be opportunities for you to step out of that comfort zone and to share your skills. So be on the lookout for them. But there's no additional, he's saying like you're doing all the work that you need to be doing. It's just a matter of sitting down and practicing and moving forward. So all that inner work it's good, Bertha. You're doing a good job. He's saying you already are very calm within your mind. You can work more on your meditation, but that's, he's saying, a lifelong journey for you here on Earth. And not something that you should feel you need to master right away. Enjoy the unfolding of that skill. But consistency is key if you wish to see progress. And he's just so happy. Like, there's no reason for you to, worry or think you need to do more, Bertha. Just do what do what you're already doing. Enjoy it. Have fun. Relax. And go with it. Awesome. Okay, I'm asking him now, is there any final comments or questions that he would like to share? Because he's stepping back now, and I do see there's still quite a few questions, so we're going to spin the wheel again to see if anyone else would like to join us. And he's stepping back, but he's going to be hanging out. I feel him just kind of like lifting a little bit, but not going away. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm getting tongue-tied here. Okay, so now let me switch, and we will spin again. This is really fun. Okay, Thoth. Awesome. I don't honestly know much about Thoth. I should probably do more research. We're just going to see what this energy feels like and what they have to say and go from there. Very, feels masculine, very galactic. I also feel like, I think Thoth is also represented in the ancient Egyptian culture. So I think that I'm getting a lot of ties to that. I feel like it's a very big energy, kind of imposing a little bit. Coming straight through my crown, down into my heart chakra. Not as warm as Source was for me, but still feels very friendly. Maybe on the more mysterious side. I don't know, maybe that's just because I don't know much about Thoth. I don't know. But I feel like he's very mysterious. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of energy in above my eyes and in my eyes. Okay. He's just saying thank you for allowing me to step forward at this time. This is an interesting opportunity to reach those of you who resonate with my frequency, and to make my introductions to those of you who do not know who I am or have not worked with me before. I invite you to do research upon who I am. And he's speaking, I feel like, more directly to me, just because I really don't know anything really about him. And he is showing an ancient Egyptian type setting, and I don't know if he's represented by the Anubis, not the Anubis because that's another person, but like the dog body definitely is what I'm seeing. But yeah, he's shifting focus now away from that image into his encouragement to have any of us who are interested, or if this sparks interest for you, go and do some research, but go within and see what resonates for you. There is a lot of, he's saying, differing sources of information or opinions. And this is, he's kind of saying, like, this applies to all spirit. even if it's someone that you feel is very generally well known or really resonates with you, when you're doing research or when you're discovering this energy, always go within and check in with yourself. Does this feel good? Does this make sense? Does this spark interest or feel expansive to you? Or does this feel kind of like not so good or kind of iffy, or makes you feel like yucky or just have like a pit in your stomach? My yes and no's, if you're, practicing channeling, that yes feeling is very expansive, that no feeling is kind of like a pressure or sinking feeling. And always use discernment. Whenever you're learning anything, studying with anyone, ask yourself, does this feel good or not? And if it doesn't, start asking questions. It's okay to not feel good with something that maybe you just don't understand, but always make sure you're asking questions to learn more about it. And every time you ask a question, check in, does this resonate or not? And he's really honing in on that idea because he's celebrating those of you who do this. If you're very analytical or brain-oriented, very focused in the details of a lot of things. I think a lot of people in the lightworker community maybe are not like that so much, in the sense of super over analytical or in the mind, because in order to do a lot of the channeling work, you have to kind of get out of that space. But using your analytical skills is going to be important as you introduce yourself to new energies. And this is always an exercise of free will choice. And he's now shifting into focusing in on that idea. Here on Earth, as many of you've already heard this he's saying you've already heard this many times, or this is not a new concept for you, but free will choice here on Earth is the ultimate gift that we have received for being here on Earth. We get to choose whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want. And within those choices, that's where we live. That's where we get to, raise our vibrational frequency, create abundance, share our love, share our light, share everything that we have, all of our wisdom, resources, everything is in choice. And it's where we get to focus on resonating with love, however much we put our focus or emphasis on that. He's saying this is a precious gift and an exciting gift that sometimes we get wary of, or sometimes we don't really think about it too much when we're here on Earth. And he just wants to reiterate that this is a super, he's not really saying super, but he's just saying like this is like a really important element of our life experience that we need to really get clear on as we move forward. The energy that's moving forward into 2021 and throughout the rest of our lives, he's saying really the rest of our lives we are going to be experiencing high waves of energy, much higher and faster than anything that we have experienced before. And we are already feeling the effects of that here on Earth. Things are manifesting much more quickly. The people who are awakening are just kind of awakening faster. There's more people awakening. There's more transition and he's saying transmutation of energetic frequencies than there ever has been. And this is exciting. This is a really important time. And we've chosen to be here and be where we're at in our lives right now in order to experience that shift. And we're going to see even a greater shift, a greater uptick in the energy and the changes that are going to be moving forward. And really, he's showing ultimately the anchoring of light. And he's showing that by light coming through all of our crowns and filling our whole bodies and going down into the earth and kind of tethering us to the earth. And the earth is permeated with all of this amazing light. This is important. And as we move forward, this is going to be an essential tool. The free will choice is a tool. It's a way that we get to express ourselves and move forward on our path and experience life and help anchor that light here on earth. But everything's gonna pick up the pace. So if we're focusing on low vibrational thoughts or energies or fear-based things, then they're saying it's not going to shift the manifestation time of those lower vibrational frequencies or thoughts as much as it will shift the high vibrational frequency manifestation time. So if you're focusing on high vibrational stuff and you're just really bringing in and focusing in on that, and you're raising in frequency, things get faster and faster and faster for you. And that's from actually earlier this year till moving forward. Sorry, I stumbled on that one. My ears are popping now. Whew, okay. So I see some questions here, and I'm going to ask Thoth to chime in on these. Carrie is saying, I've been struggling at work. I would appreciate some guidance on how to work through these hard times. Thank you. Okay. He's really focusing in, Carrie, on you being able to assess what's going on around you. He's showing you like just really looking around, kind of like what Source was talking about before, looking around, assessing what is going on around you. And he's saying making the choice to either continue to pursue the work that you're doing right now, or in the same way that you're doing it, or he's showing making a shift and getting a little bit more creative in the way you're pursuing money-making activities. He's not wanting to lock you into like completely different full-time job or anything. He's showing you doing a little bit of flexing. You may be staying where you're at and just kind of plodding through, but also doing the research and looking around you and seeing what else can you bring into your life that will help you get through, kind of make you a little bit more stable in your work experience and bring you more money, more manifestation of abundance. And abundance is not just money, guys. It's also opportunities, time to rest, a means to solve other problems, to have people step in and help you when you need help. Abundance can come in a lot of different forms. So really asking your team to bring it on. And he's saying flex those muscles, step forward in your free will, and know that you are completely in control. There's been a lot of challenges presented to many, many people at this time. But he's kind of like putting his hand on your shoulder, Carrie, and he's letting you know that you're not alone. You're totally gonna rock this. And he's not necessarily saying rock this, but he's saying like you're going to be okay moving forward. Rock this is kind of a little bit more my flair, but you're gonna do great, Carrie, and you're gonna be just fine and well taken care of. And he's showing not just you, but those that are closest to you are also going to come through. And he's kind of showing like a little rapids spot in the river. and there's a little bit of bumpiness, but you're going to get through it and it's going to be okay. Okay. And he's kind of stepping back on that. I'm sending you lots of love, Carrie, and I hope everything is going well for you. And thank you for your question. Okay, so let's see here. Here's a good question. Is my wellness program idea for social service workers going to be successful, or should I steer in a different direction? He's saying that this is greatly needed at this time. Greatly needed. It's going to be successful. He's showing that you may need to make some adjustments as you move forward with working with social workers or social workers. They may give you feedback that will be very important for you to incorporate into your program to really bolster and help support others. But this is not something that you should shy away from. And again, this is very needed. And he's saying empaths and people who are driven to help others as a life mission, as their means of employment, as their focus consistently day in, day out, often are left drained without the tools that they need to replenish, and are often just exhausted from all of the work that they do and everything that they give to their clients. And this is important for bringing forth a means and a skill set for those specific workers to get a language. He's showing like a language, vocabulary, different tools to help them cope and become much more stable energetically in their work environment and as they move forward with helping people. And as a person who works with social workers and in that field, I work in public service, but it's definitely a thing, getting burnt out and having a hard time trudging through helping a community that you're so passionate about, but you're just drained and exhausted. So I think that this is going to be super awesome, and I can't wait for you to launch this or share this out. This is definitely something that's important, but there's going to be some feedback, he's saying, that you will need to be flexible with and take into consideration as you move forward. That's just going to make it stronger, though. It's not going to set it back too much. Okay, that's pretty awesome. All right, so now let's see here. Just checking in. Okay, awesome. From Judy, I feel I have a connection to Thoth and have called for his help a few times. Can he tell me what this connection is? That is really cool. Yes, Judy, energetically, you connect to him. You have had life experiences, so past life experiences, where he has worked very closely with you. You have also worked with him on the other side of the veil when you're not having a life experience here on Earth. He's very galactic in nature, and I feel like you've also had life experiences with him in that other group, in that other civilization. Feels almost Syrian to me, like the Sirius group. I feel like it may be a little off, not necessarily Syrian, but something a little similar or a little bit different than the Syrians. But that's kind of what he feels like to me. But you've definitely had a lot of connections, and he invites you. He's saying, I invite you to speak with me freely and often, if you so choose. And he's showing himself. I saw your next question here, Judy. He's showing himself as this giant statue. And I really have no idea what he looks like, but it's a statue, like an ancient Egyptian statue. And he's showing himself as this big statue with his hands like on his legs, like sitting down. And I was initially seeing like the dog head on the human body, but I think that is like Anubis, that other energy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm now seeing like a bird, like a hawk with the headdress thing. And I think that's more him. But again, I don't know. That's just what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. So, yeah, it's really fascinating. But I'm seeing him as a statue, a fresh one too, not like a worn down, really old one, but like minty fresh, brand new, crispy statue. Okay, ibis is the bird one. Thank you. I don't know why I'm seeing these ones, but that's what he's showing me. So that's really fascinating. I need to reach out with him. Reach out to him, I should say. Lori is asking, any guidance from Thoth on his emerald tablets? He's just saying, like, check him out, basically. You feel free to use discernment with them if they resonate with you. Do research on them. Dissect them if you choose. Yeah, he's not really saying much on that. But feel free to explore those and see if they resonate with you. That's pretty awesome. I'm gonna have to do some research on that too. I'm learning a lot of things that I gotta learn more about. Let's see here. I would love to know if I'm on the right path and if there's any guidance for me to improve upon my life experience in the future. Okay. If you wish to seek improvement in your life experience, go within to see what it is that you wish to improve upon, what it is that you wish to feel, what it is that you wish to experience. What do you want your life to be like? Imagine that. Sit down, go within, and feel what it feels like to be in the space that you want to occupy, in the life experience that you want to have. It does not mean that you need to discard or completely remove everything that you experience now. Just focus on that which you like to bring in or improve upon. But he's kind of shifting now. He's showing that the work of going within is really where the gold is there. Do the visualizations, imagine it, do all of that work, but that practice of going within, that's what's going to really help you as you move forward. And he's saying you are on the right path. You're just kind of a little bit down that path. He's showing like there's been some changes, awakening, and you have the opportunity to move forward as you so choose, using these techniques, going within. You'll be able to feel, where are you at? Are you in, excuse me guys, I cannot speak tonight. Are you in alignment with everything that you desire and wish your life experience to be, as well as where you're at right now within your physical body, your other vessels, your energy, emotional, mental bodies. Bringing all of those into alignment can really help improve your experience and confirm for you as you move forward if you're on the right path. You don't need to seek external guidance for that. Right now you definitely are, but as you move forward, you'll know in your heart and you'll know within what feels good to you, what resonates for you, and what doesn't. So I think that act of going within is, and I'm asking him to confirm, he's saying yes, yes, yes. I'm going within and really using that discernment, that muscle of seeing, does this resonate with me or not, is really where he wants you to put your focus. So I hope that resonates for you. Okay. Let's do one final question here, and then maybe we'll see if we can get another being to come in and do a little channeling with them. Okay, awesome. Oh, thank you, Bertha, for the confirmation. Yeah, that makes totally a lot of sense of what I'm seeing and feeling, and all that combination of like more bird-like, and then the Syrian feeling, the energy that I'm getting with him. For sure, that makes a lot more sense. Okay, so question here. How can I handle strong energies coming to me all at once? I was just in a vortex in Sedona, Arizona. I got sick. I don't think my body can handle it. Grounding did not help. Yeah, he's saying, yeah, there are some locations on Earth that boost the energies that are near them, around them, reside within them, or are drawn to them. And in this vortex in Sedona, that's one location. That's not necessarily the most ideal place for the human body. And as you are open, yeah, you had a tough time. That was a rough experience for sure. But he's going into, you need to establish boundaries, and especially pushing and maintaining those boundaries, holding those boundaries for when really strong energies are coming to you to speak with you. You can utilize your team, your angel team for that, your starseed team. You can, he's saying, you can request my assistance if you so choose. You can request other beings' assistance to help hold that energy, to also use grounding in combination with those boundary techniques to make you have a comfortable experience, but still engage with those really strong energies. And he's pointing to me as an example. Sometimes I am speaking with 2 or 3 very big, expansive energies, and sometimes I can't handle it at all. And so I have to ask them to step back or siphon their energy down, make it smaller, so that way I can have a more comfortable experience having a conversation with them. And if you just ask, they're going to help you out because they want to make you comfortable. They want to continue the conversation. They don't want to overwhelm you or fry your system. Your physical body is your system. And they want to make sure that you're well taken care of, because they don't want to push you to a space where you're really sick or uncomfortable, and grounding isn't going to help you. So definitely asking, setting your boundaries. Only speak with one large, strong energy at a time. Don't ask to have multiple at a time until you're more comfortable, especially if you're in a vortex area or a newer area. If you're not familiar with Sedona, I wouldn't call in a lot of different energy beings if I was you in that place and maybe not as comfortable with it. But yeah, ask them to come in maybe one at a time, to just speak very briefly, keep it short and simple, and your team can then work with them to move them along if you need to rest, or give yourself a break, and then you can speak with another bigger energy. Like I said, Spirit and Thoth is coming in on this. Spirit, all of them on the other side is going to totally be understanding and want to work with you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, you just have to express it. Yeah, I'm sure they were excited. Sometimes that's hard to mitigate when there's so much excitement and high vibrant energy coming at you, and you want to engage, and you maybe don't necessarily in the moment know that there's so many beings or that it is so expansive. But definitely have your team kind of buffer you and keep those boundaries up, and work with them one-on-one as much as you can to keep it more comfortable for you. Yeah, is it possible for a vortex to be created wherever you go? They're saying it is possible. They're being my guardian angels and Thoth. They're talking with each other right now. They're saying this is possible, but it's not always recommended. The energetic frequencies of a vortex may attract certain activities that maybe you're not comfortable with or are not ready to experience or move forward with until maybe you're more open or are using that vortex for certain things, certain activities. An example of this would be helping beings cross the other side if they're lost or stuck on this plane. That's a really cool. I didn't think of it as that, like that. I basically had a conversation with my team. I was approached by some guy. He was a spirit being who was really just interested in seeing who I was. He had not crossed over. He knew he was ready to, and he was seeking my assistance. And he was just talking to me. He wanted to like talk a lot. And I was not super ready to just have full conversations. But I asked my team to help him, and I called Jesus in to help him cross over. And I spoke with my team about setting something up that would allow beings who are around me, if they need to cross over, they're allowed to come up to my door and they can step into this square that I've drawn out on my front porch, and that will basically assist them in getting crossed over, basically, and Jesus will come in immediately. If any energy interacts with that square, he's in there, and he's agreed to do that. And I didn't think of it as a vortex, but that's kind of a vortex type thing, and that's really fascinating. So you can have certain things set up to help you set intentions, but be very clear with your team and really be intentional with that work. Oh, not knowing it's happening. They're saying it's possible. My team, my guardian angel Petadiah, is saying it is possible, but not often. You might create one and then that's it. But yeah, I'm asking if you have done that, and she's saying no. Okay. All right, so Susie has a really awesome question here. Nature is calling me more than earlier to spend a lot more time outdoors while learning new frequencies are coming in. Is there any guidance about when, how I see and manifest a better place to live? Oh, awesome question. They're saying, be on the lookout, Susie. Your team and Thoth are both conferring, and they're saying that this information has been presented to you in a very mellow way already. So ask your team to make it much more clear as to when and what better place that you need to live. What's going to be better for you, and really pay attention to where your focus gets drawn, because they're already starting to do that work with you. Yeah, that's super, super awesome. They're just confirming it's starting already. So just be open, and yeah, they're stepping back on that one. Okay, one final question here. Are there light beings at my workplace? The energies are very unique and strong to me sometimes. I am a teacher. I'm laughing because my guardian angel Pedadiah came straight in on that. Thoth is still here, guys, but she's like fired up on this one. She's saying definitely yes, there are light beings at your workplace. Your team is there. Your students' teams are there. She's saying, and Thoth is coming in on this. You may not be typically necessarily in a physical space with all of your students at one time, but they're showing that they're all of your students' teams are there with them, and you're also there with all of them. So all of your guys' teams are in the same room. And then any beings that are there to support the children, or you yourself as well, they might pop in and out. And you being sensitive to this is really awesome. And so, yeah, they're just confirming, and they're showing a really tall light beings. And Thoth is showing a lot of like ascended masters, galactic beings, and very nature-like beings. He's showing me like a jaguar right now, like from like the Amazon. And I'm asking him now, what does that mean? He's saying there are some students in her class that resonate with the energies of a lot of places in nature. And this is going to be evident in the focus of where they put their attention, how they express themselves, how they interact with others, and also the energy that comes about them, that resonates with them. So you as the teacher get to experience this energy around them, and you can also support your students by just embracing it and acknowledging it and supporting it in a constructive way, making sure that it's very constructive. Oh, that's so awesome. You're a botanist. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm feeling like lots of nature energy. That's super cool. Okay, so Thoth is stepping back, guys, and wow, it's already been an hour, which is pretty crazy. It goes by so fast. I just want to say thank you to all of you for having amazing questions. This was really fun, and I so appreciate you guys going along for the ride with me when I'm discovering these new beings. They're so fascinating, new to me anyway. I'm sure a lot of you are more familiar with Thoth, but I am so excited to discover more about him, and I am always so privileged and just amazed when Source comes in. So I'm really, really happy that he stepped forward for all of you as well. And I just hope you have a great evening, and be on the lookout. I'm going to be posting my next month events here pretty quickly, probably over this weekend here in Channeling with Love. And yeah, look out for those events, and we'll do another mystery channeling at the end of December. So be on the lookout for that as well. And thank you guys so much for hanging out. This has been really fun, and I appreciate your time. And yeah, talk to y'all later. Bye.